In a world where ordinary men can excel doing ordinary things, this man has single-handedly lowered the bar. From the scrambled mind that brought you Mad Madness and Beagle Rare comes this underwhelming Friday night special event. Matt Porter is the Blendigeddon 2 World Champion and the 2020 World's Top Whiskey Taster. Ladies and gentlemen, raise your glass and shake your ass for ADHD Whiskey Live.
Hey everybody, welcome to ADHD Whiskey Live. My name is Matt and this is ADHD Whiskey. I took a week off and it feels like this is the first time I've ever done this. I'm nervous. I'll be okay. Thank you everybody for being here. Happy friggin' December. It is December the 1st. Advent calendar started today and 24 more days of that. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. You know, it helps. It helps a lot. Hopefully everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Didn't stream last week, had some family time. It was a nice, enjoyable family time. Since Carissa's been travel nursing, she comes back on the weekends and only get to see her for about, I don't know, usually like 48 hours or so. Then she's back to work for a week. But she's almost done with her contract, so that will be nice. That will be nice. Get to spend some quality time together for longer periods. So that's why the streams have been shorter and, you know, just try to get off of here a little bit early on Friday nights and spend some time with the wifey since I ain't seen her in a week. Let's see. William Reynolds is in the chat. Michael S. Joey B. Cheers, everyone. He says, Mr. Jiggs, Bev Porter, no clue who that is. Oh, wait, that's my mom. Hey, Mom, how are you doing? Wendy Miller, Cave Dweller. How do you have Wi-Fi in the cave? That's pretty solid. Maybe you must have Starlink or something. Robert E. is here. Cave Dweller says, that agitator washing machine comment had me roll. That's what my stomach felt like. Just the way that, you know. Alec is in the house. Cheers, y'all. Happy Friday. Got a 1792 bottle of Mon store pick for 36. That's pretty sweet. ADHD live stream. That is a good ending to the week. Or a good beginning to the weekend. That's the way we look at it around here. Adam Fathom. I love Matt. I love Adam Fathom. So there, suck on that. Dave Markowski's here. Jonathan Eady is here. Joe the Sample Guy. Christine Vasco. Chris Miller. Maury J. Patch Moisture? Solid name. Joe Cass is in the house. Dragon Bee. What's happening? Gary Franchi's up in here. Jordan. Chris Bickford. Look at all these people. Kyle Weipert. Friggin. Please speak 0.75 times slower. That would be terrible. We would never get anywhere. Brett Buffum is here. Alec Rubin. What's happening, Alec? Friggin' Alec. Kooky Cats. What's going on? We have 134 people in here. Thank you, everybody, for friggin' being here. I am pumped. First blind flight I'm doing in a while. Doing it tonight. It's a blind flight sent by none other than Travis Robeson himself. He's got some questions I need to answer. All sorts of stuff. So we're going to get into that. This will help me prep for the Advent calendar as well. Since it's a blind Advent calendar and I like to be able to guess sometimes what I'm drinking. I didn't think this through. This is a very loud plastic. Jeez. They could have made it make a better sound than that. Friggin' Spider Coat, courtesy of Will Friggin' Henderson, MVP. I need to sharpen this thing though, huh? I don't know how. I feel like it should be easier than that. I feel like I shouldn't have to like really, but I do feel like it would chop my hand off. You know? Doing it the old-fashioned way, the loud way. Eugene Nassif is in the house. What's going on, Gene? Gene Nassif, friggin' Iowa. Thad Burl, cheers, Matt. Hallelujah! What's happening, Thad? These are really wrapped up tight. By the way, next week we were supposed to, and by saying supposed to, I already, what do you call it? I don't know what you call it. Gave away the headline, I guess you say. Next week was supposed to be the Matt vs. Champions live stream that was scheduled for the 8th. One of us got sicker than me. So that is, geez Louise, Travis, pushed back again. I think we may have a date set, but I'm not going to go ahead and give another date out yet because not 100% sure. We will see. I should have opened these a long time ago, huh? Travis Robeson says, holy crap. That's right, Travis, doing your game, your little friggin' blind flight. Bladestone? That's probably what I could use. Probably a Bladestone. Maury J sipping on some of the Boulder Mountain Goat. That thing is a monster. It is, right? Super solid, super underrated. I owe a couple thank yous to everybody out there. The video I did the other day for Navia, the Barrel King bottle for Drell. There were 70 some bottles left when I uploaded that video, and they sold out that day. So absolutely insane. That bottle raised over $40,000 for Jarrell and his family for their medical costs. So everybody who donated, everyone who bought a bottle, thank you so much. This community rocks. Friggin' Jared and Rachel coming solid. A whole barrel. Donating a whole barrel of whiskey is just crazy generous. What are these pictures on here anyway? Some people hiking. There's a friggin' bus. This one says, welcome to the trolley stop. I would walk 500 miles. Come on, ride the train. What the hell? I don't know if those have hidden meanings or not. Suppose we will find out. Also, super solid shout out to everyone who purchased a Blue Run pick, because there are significantly more Blue Run picks than I thought there were going to be when they started the Chosen program. And not only that, I mean, right now, I think Sealbox has like 17 different Blue Run Chosen single barrels on their website. And that's just on their website. And there were supposed to be 16 total. So they did more than they said they were gonna. So then they bottled them all at once. So like they influxed the market like super hard. And then Blue Run dropped their 12 days of single barrel starting today. So the fact that that bottle sold out, thank you so much. I hope everyone who got one really, really enjoys it. It is a very, very good bottle. And just got worried, you know, that my man Ryan was going to sit on, that's probably so loud, that Ryan was going to sit on like a lot of money worth of bottles that he couldn't cover PO for. So thank you everyone who picked up a bottle of the Blue Run. This is D. One more left. This one was White Walls. It's a little car, a pink car. Ted Tronson can't wait for the Blue Run. Boom. He friggin' Toshi baked. Toshi, thank you. That's incredible. Super chat. Evening and cheers, Matt. Got the Blue Run. Thanks again. I bought Seal Box Blue Run Chosen to compare, and yours is way better and darker. Sipping it on it right now. Hope you and the fam are good, buddy. Cheers. Thank you, Toshi. I am feeling much better. A little bit of a linger. I've had a cough, like this respiratory thing, and a cough for weeks, and it's not going away. On top of that, add the friggin' stomach flu. Not good. Feeling much better today, though. I'm sorry. I know this is loud. So we'll see what the kids bring home next week from school for me to catch. It never fails. Every year during Advent, I'm at least sick twice. This is a whole thing, huh? All right. And we're almost there. America, maybe. All right. A through E poured. We got them poured. This one is, I'm on a boat. I wonder if these have theme. If this is a theme or what. I don't know. Hold on, got a cough. Where's my mute button? That's better. That is better. Where can one go to check out your picks for purchase? Patreon. Patreon.com/ADHD. Matt said they did 100 picks. Which Matt? They didn't do 100. 100. If they did 100, that's crazy. Blue Run pick is special, Kobe. Special the taste of it or the bottle. When I designed the bottle, I thought like, oh, it's like the designer, whoever, like they have like a Nike. They're kind of related to Nike in a weird way. And then I could design the colors, and I was like, it'd be badass to do a purple and gold one. And then I counted my barrel picks and realized it was the 24th barrel pick. So magic. Fire is out of control. I know. Oh, it's so good though. It's so good. It really heats up this garage. Toshi's been sick for the last month too. Jeez. Who the hell wrapped this? That was Travis. Mr. Robeson. Kevin, according to my chocolate advent calendar, there are only 3 days until Christmas. Well, you might be celebrating it any minute then, right? At that rate. That's funny. Garage? No. If this garage were on fire, it would be probably national news. Like, I don't even want to think about the fireball. Supposed to turn your head and cough? Sorry, Nick. Next time. I'll do that next time. I am smelling just a glorious smell of whiskey coming out of these glasses. So pumped to get into these. Eddie D sipping on some 13th Colony. This is some Tasty Juice Whiskey of the Year. The double oaked, or I missed the Bourbon Junkies pick, both of them, which is a bummer. But I heard that their bourbon is possibly even better than the double oaked, which I don't even know if that's possible. But yeah, it's so, so good. FedEx dropped by Porter's Blue Run here today. Pretty sure they aren't going to knowingly break any laws. What is that? What does that mean? Oh, FedEx? Nah. We haven't got mail here in like almost a week. I've been waiting for packages, and apparently our post office here is like, we don't got the people to deliver mail, so we're not going to do it. And just no mail. I'm not sure like how they're going to come back from that. It seems like if it's a problem and it's not getting delivered, the problem is probably getting worse. Thank you, Ryan. I built the fire myself. I built the fire all by myself. Oh, question about liquor shipping to Michigan. I see. That's post offices everywhere. Yeah, I don't know. Like a week is a long time. But I understand if you don't have the staff, then you don't have the staff. Someone says that the BO one, all of the Blue Run single barrels. I mean, they weren't all from they came from a variety of sources throughout Kentucky. So a bunch of different distilleries. So they're all going to be vastly different. Like I said, mine was a mash bill that I've never even heard of before. It's not like to have corn, rye, and wheat, no malted barley. When I found that out after I really enjoyed it, I was like, oh, well, at least it's unique and good and super high proof. So are you supposed to go pick up your mail? I don't think so. I don't know. Yeah, you did a good job, Travis. You did a good job. So it says, Alec, someone pick a brand for me to drink, please. Some Barrel King. How was some Barrel King? That's what you should drink, Alec. Little friggin' Barrel King, if I do say so myself. Some of the best bourbon you can buy, I would say. I got this thing. Well, let's see here. Blind flight for your enjoyment. On the outside of the pieces of paper are what included in the fold. There is also an extra sample for you in this Ziploc. Oh, Travis, you're so nice. He says his phone number is, just joking, sincerely not Schlammer, Travis Robeson. That's hilarious. Got some blank questions. Yeah, it's minimum 51% corn, and then equal parts rye and wheat, and a big, pretty significant chunk of rye and wheat. Probably like maybe a fifth of each, close to it. I'm not supposed to like disclose stuff that I heard, but then I get emails from these websites. They're like, "Oh, our Blue Run pick is from this distillery and it's this old," and I'm like, "You weren't supposed to say that." I'll try not to. I smell bananas. I smell a candy banana coming from either all of these or one of them. Very runt-like. Math is hard, Jameson. I'm not under an NDA. The person who guessed at what it was, I think was. I just agreed to not say anything. But didn't stop others. Blank questions. By the way, tonight's live stream is brought to you by the finest cigars on planet friggin' Earth and beyond, Alec Bradley Cigars. Once I get over, like, I'm excited to go and pair a nice cigar with a whiskey one of these nights, one of these evenings, maybe around Christmas. If all this clears up, I think that sounds like a nice little evening, nice chilly evening. We got our first snow here today, and I don't know, a nice cigar sitting out in the backyard. All the neighbors getting jealous. You know, they're like cooking molasses cookies, gingerbread men. You know, they're just baking and cooking sugar cookies, unwrapping candy canes way too early and eating them all. And then they get a waft in their windows. They're like, what does that smell? It smells way better than anything I've made today. And then they see me and they're like, is that then they get out the binoculars and they're like, that's an Alec Bradley cigar. No wonder it made the entire neighborhood so damn good. Smell so damn good. If I could talk, it would help. Thank you, Alec Bradley, for sponsoring this live stream. Thank you for making the best cigars on the planet. Blind questions, nosing round. Can you guess the proof and age from nosing? No, I cannot guess the proof from nosing. Travis, who can guess the proof from nosing? Nobody. I've never asked in Matt Madness to guess the proof on the nose. Unless I have and I forgot, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. Oh, my voice is actually not great. Within two proof points? What the? No way. Oh my gosh. 5 points if you're exact for both. 3 points if you're within 2 proof points and 1 year. 1 point if you're within 5 proof points and 2 years. On the nose, the proof within 5? All right, it's Travis's game. Then blind question 2. Tasting round. Can you guess the state of distillation on the is that nosing or oh, it's a tasting round. So there's only, all right, let's do nosing round. Let's friggin' do it. It's a guess. All right, it's a guess. Yeah, I guess you can guess it. Ooh, maybe cigar might pair well with chili. You're in Golden, Colorado? No, I'm not in Golden. Nowhere near Golden. All right. Sample A. Smells young. Smells a little bit like Rare Stash. Proof? I'm going to say I have no reference of smelling anything of any proof. It smells kind of ethanol-y and a little farmy and young. I'm going to say sample A is 100 and wait, I get points for being within 5. So if I guess 105, then I get points if it goes between 100 and 110. So I'll say 105 proof, and it looks kind of not super young, but smells like Rare Stash. Could it be younger than 4 years old? It smells kind of like, I'll say 4, because it. Sample B. Unless you're sending me super like, ooh, hello. Sample B smells very nice. Welcome to Google Drive. Get out of my face, Google. I'm in the middle of something. I don't want to sign into Google Drive. Homing your skills for next week. Next week isn't happening. Somebody got a bug. Somebody got sick, and we're pushing it back again. There is, I think, pretty sure that Cam is going to come on and join me next week, though. I'm going to send him some samples. He's going to send me some samples, and we're going to chit chat next week. Since he already had it kind of set aside. Oh, wow, that smells really nice. B, I will say 110 proof, because then I get 110, and $7 years old. I can't tell if it's if it's old barrel or new barrel influence. Like if it's been rebarreled or if it has the Nashville Barrel Company effect, where some of their stuff smells older than it is. I kind of get that feeling on there a little bit because it doesn't smell like extra old oak, but it smells like delicious oak. Sample C. Grapefruit. That's very citrusy and Irish-like almost. Pot still, maybe? Younger again. I can't do proof on the nose. I'm so bad at that. 107 and 4 years old. I'm not going to lie. Sample A and sample C smell very young. Like, sample C smells very citrusy and like grapefruity and appley, but there is a note in there that makes me think it's young. Actually, it could. I do confuse youngness for wheat sometimes. So there could be that. Watch me get really embarrassed here. And these are all way older. I don't even know if these are American whiskeys. So the age thing, geez, who asks people to do stuff without knowing what it is? Super difficult. Sample D. What does that smell? It smells like a hot crayon. That smells like one of my girls' scented markers. Like a purple scented marker. But also kind of waxy. 6 years old. 5 years old. I'll go 5 because I can be off by what? 2 years? So that's between 3 and 7 I could get a point. Proof 105. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm thinking about that. I can't figure it out. Sample E. It smells like nothing. What's going on? It's starting to wake up a little bit. Maybe the most muted nose of the bunch, but when you get in there, it's maybe the best smelling, which is kind of weird to say, but it makes sense. It smells good. Maybe the most like overall. I just smelling through these, the only guess I would have on any of them was that B might be something from Nashville Barrel Company, and which one did I say smelled like? D might be like some sort of pot distilled something, like some sort of Irish. No, it's too dark for I have no idea. These all smell very different to me, but this one smells the most traditional. E. I can be off within 2, so I'll say 7 years old. And geez. 110. There we go. All right. Tasting round. Hells yeah. Here we go. Can you guess the state of distillation? Also, can you guess the secondary grain? And can I guess the bottle? Okay. No, the smell came back. the smell started to, it just took a minute to get fired up. Now it's fired up. Pass on a Russell single rick house today. Curious as to which is the choice between that and GTS. I mean, did you pass on a GTS today? No, didn't think so. It really depends on what you enjoy in bourbon. If you like spicy, barrel charred complexity, kind of like bird's nesty, like just sweet and spice, then the Russells is the way to go. If you want just a high proof, straight to the point cherry vanilla bomb, then the GTS. But the problem is you never get to decide, because unless you have the option to get a GTS somewhere, I've never had that predicament. Feeling quite a bit better, Kevin. My voice is starting to go. I'm feeling congested, which is strange, but that's just the way it is. John, Matt from ADHD Whiskey, love you, bro. Enjoying some Knob Creek 9, single barrel Knob Creek 12 tonight. Cheers, brother. Cheers, John. Thank you so much for the kind words, and I love you back. Don't know you, but I love you just for watching. Always fun seeing you live, sharing your wisdom and humor. This flight's going to be very difficult. This Barrel King was a great choice. It always is. 126 proof is a great way to start the night. Thanks, ADHD Whiskey. No problem, Alec. You seem a bit discombobulated. Hello, Jameson. My name is Matt. Welcome to ADHD Whiskey. It's the name. It's how we roll. This is how we roll. I'm pretty discombobulated all the time. Sorry about that. If it makes you feel any better, I know I'm discombobulated and it bothers me. It bothers me a lot. And I feel it, and I feel awkward, and I know it's awkward, and it really strikes a nerve, and it makes me unsettled, which makes me more discombobulated and more awkward. And then when you bring it up, it's like, oh, now they can tell too. Son of a bitch. Oh, it's the worst. So I'm not in my own head, though. I am definitely in my own head. Mike G, what's up, Mike G? Matt, come to Barrel King. I would love to go out there one of these days, for sure. I need to start a Discord, Mr. Tip Attack. I definitely need to start a Discord. I should do that. Thanks for the answer and wishful thinking on the GTS. You're right. I mean, it's just like if I had the option to buy both either at MSRP, that would be, I didn't already have it. If I didn't already have it, then I would go GTS all day, every day. Having tasted them both, which one would I rather have? Hard to say. Just depends on the night. I'd probably pick up the GTS because I'm a sucker, just like everybody else. Russell Reserve single rick for $320. I think that they retail for $350, so you did not overpay, even though it is still overpaying because that's way too much money for whiskey. I agree. All right. State of distillation, secondary grain. Sample A. Wow, that smells like Rare Stash. Are you trying to Dustin Poirier me? Poirier me? Poirier? Do re mi? Poirier? Do re mi fa sol la ti do? Poirier me? I don't know where I was going with that. Sounded good in my head. Wonder if this is weeded, just based off of the absolute funk and youngness. Well, does it smell like, am I getting any dairy or just grassy? It smells a lot. It smells like a fermentation tank. Like when you're going through, I just spit when I said through. I saw this thing go. Like when you're walking through a distillery and you get to the ferment, it smells like mash. It smells like a grain mash, which I like. It actually, wow, now that I say that, you know, when you get out of your car at a distillery and you just smell the air there, it smells like Bardstown, which is great to smell at a distillery, but not great to smell in the glass. But now that I say that that's what it smells like, it's much more appetizing. It's like a friggin' cornmeal or a mash meal, a wheat meal. It's like cream of wheat. All right, down the hatch. Wow. Okay, that is much higher proof than I thought. Wish I could go back and change my answer. That's 120 plus. Wow. So it's not Rare Stash. Rare Stash is too cheap to go high proof. But I wonder if it's from that same distillery. Where was that from? It reminds me so much of it. I'm going to say, by the way, the palate is more enjoyable than the nose. The palate is, yes, young, but it's like a brown sugar cream of wheat. Secondary grain. Well, I don't know if it's a wheat whiskey or I'm going to say wheat because I get a funk to it. That's just a guess. And the state of distillation, shit, is that from South Carolina or North Carolina? Southern Star Distillery, I think is South Carolina? That's a guess. It's a long shot, but it's a guess. It could be, or that could be like a Leopold Brothers from Colorado. These could all be Colorado whiskeys. That's the smell. I'm like, that's kind of the way this flight is batshit off the wall. Seemingly, these could all be Colorado whiskeys. That could be Leopold Brothers, Colorado. Maybe I'll have to guess Colorado on one of these, just to get one right. Sample B, which I said on the nose was 7 years old and 110 proof. Wow. That smells delightful. This sample B is my favorite on the nose for sure. Which I thought could possibly be a Nashville Barrel Company. Wow. It's very zingy and metallic. What the heck is that? Is that a crazy rye? Is that a craft rye, maybe? It's like a bad mint. Like or like it's not like a normal like breath mint that you put in your mouth. It's like an off-brand one or something like from the organic store that's like, oh, this is made with friggin' Zevia sweetener. Organic rock mint. Very minerally. Very metallic and zingy. Could that be Dickel? No. No citrus. And it's not a Flintstones vitamin type of minerality. It's more like a rock. I'm going to guess, since I don't have I'll guess Colorado for the state of distillation, because maybe that's the game we're playing. And secondary grain. Well, if it's a rye whiskey, it doesn't smell like a rye on the nose, though. It smells like bourbon, but tastes like a rye. Craft ryes are weird. They can be all over the place. I'll say the secondary grain is corn if it's a rye whiskey. All right. When your kids come home from school, you need to disinfect them. Clothes changed right away and hands washed. If the germs are going around really bad at school, I used to make them shower. Yeah. I mean, we try. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like they've already got it by the time they're home. They need to be washing their hands like every 5 minutes at school. Mr. Tipatak, have you sold out on the blue run? Yeah, the blue runs are sold out. They sold out yesterday evening. The last couple went. Thoughts on Stag Junior? Friggin' awesome if you can find it for a reasonable price. If I could find a Stag, I would always buy Stag. Well, no, I'm not going to say a price because it's BS. It shouldn't be that much money. But if I could find a Stag Junior for, what is MSRP even on that? $60? I'd pay like 2 times MSRP pretty easy for a Stag Junior. If it was a $120 bottle, it'd be great, which is more than, or the same price as the antique collection. But prices don't mean anything nowadays. This is just me rambling and getting pissed off. I don't want to get pissed off. Might be. Recently found your channel while recovering from surgery. Appreciate your content. Happy holidays. You too, Mike. Oh, surgery. Jeez Louise. That's a bummer. Hopefully you got like calf implants or something cool, you know? Do you have a favorite or least hated website to order bourbon from? Well, bourbonoutfitter.com does all my barrel picks, and they ship everything in the most safe and pretty much like you could drop kick it off of, I don't know, the Willis Tower. I'm not calling it the Willis Tower. The Sears Tower, you could just drop kick it, and then it could get run over by a semi, and it'd still be fine. Well, maybe not run over by a semi on top of the fall, but that's my favorite. Sealbox is always a good website. If we're asking about my least favorite website to order from, it would be that one is friggin' Southern Stars, North Carolina. Shit, that's what I meant then. North Carolina. I don't like ordering from Keg and Bottle, if I'm being honest. I hate ordering from Keg and Bottle. Zevia sounds performance enhancing. Maybe it's a Burai. These are like the first two are like, these are wild. They're not familiar to me. They're not like ringing a bell. They're not like tipping me in a certain direction. This is like drinking a different spirit altogether. These might not even be whiskey. Cheers, Mark. Bob Elfeck finally cracked open my bottle of Bourbon King. Good job, Bob. Hopefully you really enjoy it. I love those blends so much. Jason just got me a bottle of E.H. Taylor. First time trying it. Wasn't impressed. I'm being honest. That's just my first impression. Though. Which one? Small batch, single barrel, rye, barrel proof, tornado survivor. Where else? See? Amaranth. Which one? 60 to 65 for Stag. Yeah, I wish that were the case. Yeah, Kyle, my oldest had perfect attendance until this week. We both got sick on the same day. All right. Ooh. C. I'm only on C. C smells, I said 4. This might be older than 4 years old. Now that I'm coming back to it. There's like a very nice, like a cherry jam. like a cherry, like a jelly cherry nose on there. That's really nice. Let me take a sip. Sirius XM Radio is calling me. No. That's Howard Stern. Yeah, I was probably pretty close on the age. It does taste. It tastes younger than it tastes. That's so. I mean, they're not bad. It's just like that's a young whiskey again. Crafty, grassy. I'm gonna go wheat again on C for a secondary grain. State of distillation. I'm not going Kentucky on that or the other two either because they're just whatever these are seemingly craft distilleries. Could it be like a Starlight maybe? Because I'm thinking Travis is from Tennessee and that's another way to play it. I don't know if there's any. Maybe Starlight. Starlight's in Tennessee, right? Yeah. Sample C might be a weeded Starlight. That's a guess. B, I said, I don't think B is an NBC now, but it could be since Tennessee. C, I said Starlight. This is for the bottle guesses. I don't have. And then A, Rare Stash Place. And so far, I'm pretty sure I guessed the proof on the nose low on all of these. They're all tasting very warm. Mark Emmenick, a Stag 23 beat today at retail. Jeez, lucky guy. Very good, Mark. Killing it. What is the name of the distillery from Colorado you have been liking these days? Boulder. Boulder Cask Strength Bourbon is really, really good. Jeff Mahar, what's up, Jeff? Blue and Pink is awesome. Thanks, Matt. I'm so happy you like it. I knew that people would enjoy it. It's just like it's so expensive that like in my head I'm like people will like this, but there's always that part of like what if they don't? Scary. But feedback so far has been good, which makes me very happy. I went through 8 different Blue Run chosen samples to find one that I was super satisfied with, super happy with, and that was the one. Have I tried any K. Luke batches? I have not. I might have some. Do I have K. Luke stuff over here? No, it's Kings County, Kings Family Distillery. Do I have K. Luke stuff here? I don't think I do. Unless there's some in my 1 ounce Wednesday box, there might be some in there. But I've heard great things about K. Luke. Okay, D. D is like the citrusy, grapefruity one. Appley. Smells good. Oh, weird. What is that? That tastes like well, yeah, like a cider. Like bad apples. Not saying like apples that fall off the tree in the fall and they get stomped on by deer and shit. Yeah, it tastes like an old rotting apple in the best ways. Is it I think that could be. It's probably a bourbon. So I'll say rye, secondary grain, because it tastes like a bourbon. These are all so hard. State of distillation, no idea. Let's go. Wait, no. Starlight's in Indiana. Not Tennessee. What am I thinking? Crossing out Tennessee on sample C and putting Indiana. I'm so dumb. Sample D, I will say, since he is from Tennessee, I'll say Tennessee on sample D as just a guess. I have no clue. This is so hard. Can I guess the bottle? No, but I'm gonna say pot distilled to see if that comes up. I knew when I said Starlight in Tennessee that didn't sound right. You wouldn't do what to me? Old St. Nick Immaculata. I have not. I've never purchased a bottle of Old St. Nick, but I've tasted enough to never buy a bottle of Old St. Nick. Just because, like, unless I tasted something that I knew I had to have it, then I could go look for it, but I haven't tried that. Yeah, that's what, yeah, you're right. Starlight's in Indiana. I knew when I said that. It didn't sound right. That's why I was so like, huh. Then I did like the map in my head and I went total Dan Shook and gave up on it and just went, yeah, Tennessee. If you want to be wrong, then yes, it's in Tennessee. Okay. So, okay, Daniel, okay. Thank you for the super chat. If your Blue Run pick tastes like the steel box one I bought, I'd be disappointed. I mean, going into that pick, I knew it had to be something. I knew it had to be something that was worth the price tag, because I'm not going to ask people to spend. I knew they're going to be expensive, and I wasn't going to ask people to buy a bottle for $200 if it wasn't special or unique, or I couldn't do that. Other companies or websites or maybe don't have the same issues, but I don't know. I mean, what is it like? Oh, I don't like steel box pick. Who do you blame for that? You don't even know who picked it. But if I put my name on it, then you know who picked it. Kind of shit show we got going on tonight. We have a very friggin' impossible blind from Travis Robeson. I'm super happy that next week is postponed, the Matt vs. Champions, because this wasn't going to help unless I'm totally wrong on these and they're all stuff I should know. Like your shirt? Friggin' Barrel King shirt. It's comfy. I'm sweating right through it. I don't know what. Oh, probably the fire. That's probably what's causing that. Do I like single malt whiskey? Some of it. Open the Barrel King Whiskey King 3 tonight. Such an amazing pour. Thanks, Matt. Darth Steve. Very happy that you enjoy it. That makes me happy. Fire needs another log? No. Ken, it's fine. It'll go all night. Something cracked over here. All right. Sample E. Sample E. Oh, I spilled some. Ooh. That smells like a cream saver now. What did I say on here? 7 years, 110 proof on the nose. Oh, it smells like a strawberry cream saver. Like, yeah. Strawberry cream. This smells really, really good now. I like that. I like the smell of E. Oh, I think I did say that. Yeah, the first time through, I said that E smelled the most traditional, and it took a while for it to really flare up the smell, but I enjoyed it. Now it smells like the smell is really kicked up a notch. Wow, E is smell. I think crossing my fingers. If it tastes like it smells, I will be thrilled. Heck yeah. Hells yeah. Is that MGP? That one is the most familiar. That is good. That is good. I like that. Whatever E is my favorite. I'm going to rank these, I think. No. I'm going to say corn for the secondary grain there again. I have no idea what that could be. I could hedge and say, man, is that what if these are all barrel picks of mine and I'm just like, this is young and rotten apples? E. I'm going to say Kentucky. I'm going to go out on a limb, a very weak limb, and say Kentucky. A bottle guess? I'm cheating. I'm looking at bottles trying to get... I don't know. Very good, very good. What do I get that much strawberry cream on? I feel like it's right there. The guess is right there. I'll say barrel. A barrel. This isn't a bottle guess, but a barrel craft spirits product. Maybe it's finished in some weird barrels or something. Yeah. I'm going to be under on most of these proofs. These are all, except for one of them. One of them was seemingly a little bit lower proof, but for the most part, these were all like, wow, proof. So my proof guesses on the nose are going to be off. That's pretty sure. What if they're all Knob Creek 9? Then I will have deserved that. And I will say these are the weirdest, most unique Knob Creeks to ever like be in a bottle. The fire is nice, but the elf thing by the stocking is staring into my soul and creeping me out. Yeah, kind of weird, huh? Dollar Tree right there. Friggin' Dollar Tree stuff. If you were sampling bottled water, I'd watch. We should do that one day. We should definitely do that. We can. There. All right. It's kind of creeping me out too. All right, let's do this. Yeah, answers A, B, C. All right. A. What says? Okay, so I have an answer key and then I have something that says A. So what does that mean? Which one should I open first? The answer key, Travis, or the one that says A? What should I do? I'm lost. Kyle, yeah, those were the bomb. Answer key, okay. Oh, couple things. I was told not to say this because we don't want to give false hope, but I got a picture of my Knob Creek pick that is in DC and should be delivered to the Bourbon Outfitter warehouse early next week. Should be. Hopefully. I mentioned it, Ryan. I'm sorry. But they found the barrel. And speaking of older MGP, my 8-year, 9-month-old Backbone Bourbon MGP pick is being bottled as we speak for you patrons out there. Bourbon Wrench, 40 subs away from 10K. Well, if you're not subscribed to the Bourbon Wrench, go over there right now and sub to Frig and Trev. Go subscribe to the Bourbon Wrench if you're not. Let's get him over 10,000. Heck yeah. Do it. Go on somebody else's account. But not your wife's account. Because once she sees Trev, she'll fall in love. He's just a gorgeous man. Travis doesn't know. He just threw it together. That's funny. All right. Answer key. Opened. Upside down. Can you guess? Oh, so it's... I see. All right. Sample A, I said 105 and 4 years old. It's 121 and 5 years old. So I don't get any points for proof on the... This is on the nose, by the way, which I said is impossible. 5 years old. Wait, I don't get any points because I didn't get... In order to get points, I had to get within 5 proof points and 2 years to get 1 point. Well, I was within 2 years for the age, so I'm taking a point. I'm taking a point. And you can't stop me. Can't stop, won't stop. Suck on that, Travis. Lucky 7 got strawberry and cream. Oh, we'll see. Age you get. Okay, good. Yeah, this sheet does not have the bottles on it yet, so just the answers to the nosing and tasting questions. Let's just do sample A first. Then it says, can you guess the state of distillation for sample A? I said North Carolina, and shit. Damn it. I had this guess and then I went wrong. Not North Carolina, Tennessee. So 0 points. Can you guess the secondary grain for 5 points? I guessed wheat, and it says wheat rye. So is it wheat or rye? I get points? I hope so. I'm taking that. I'm taking it. I'm very easy to confuse, by the way. I'm getting 5 points for that because I said wheat and it says wheat/rye, so good. Then can you guess the bottle? I said the Rare Stash place, which is Southern Star Distillery, which is incorrect because it's not distilled in Tennessee. Tennessee. What I was tasting. Davidson Reserve 4-grain small batch, 2 barrels, blend of their Tennessee whiskey, 70 corn, 22 rye, 5 malted barley, and wheated bourbon, 60 corn, 22 wheat, 18 malted barley, 50-50. 5-year-old, 121 proof, $50. Davidson Reserve. I've never had that. I think maybe I've seen that label. DSPTN 15012. There's that many distilleries in Tennessee? Holy shit. We believe that authenticity and regard for tradition define the quality of our whiskeys. Performing each step of the process at our distillery allows us to produce whiskeys of exceptional craftsmanship and distinction. We think you'll find it's worth the effort. Well, good job, Davidson Reserve. All right. B. Sample B. I said on the nose 110 proof and 7 years old. It is 121.5 proof and 4 years old. So I don't get any points for that. I screwed up the nose on the age by, in Matt Madness, I would have got points for the nose, just saying. State of distillation, I guessed Colorado. It is Tennessee again. Secondary grain, I said corn. It is, shit, it's rye. Oh boy. Secondary grain on the nose is also difficult. But I didn't have to do that on the nose. I got to taste it. So no excuse, actually. And I guessed Nashville Barrel Company, even because it smelled like Nashville Barrel Company, but didn't taste like it. I got 0 points for sample B, which makes me feel adequate in the least adequate of ways. Sample B. Well, actually, it says Tennessee. It could still be Nashville Barrel Company. Please. Shit. Oh, I totally forgot. Chattanooga Single Barrel. Chattanooga Single Barrel Parkway Wine and Spirits. Chattanooga whiskey, 80% yellow corn, 12% malted barley, 8% caramel malted barley, and honey malted barley. Exact percentages not disclosed. 4-year-old, 121.5 proof. Huh. A Chattanooga product. I haven't had any Chattanooga stuff in quite a while. I kind of hate that you can blend a rye bourbon and wheated bourbon and call it a 4-grain. It isn't like they distilled it as a 4-grain, but whatever. I'm a grumpy hoe. Kyle, I know what you mean. This is sick, man. Process? Yeah. How's the stomach bug? Much better. Much better. Still not, I would say that I'm like 80% there. Grumpy hoe. Friggin' Kyle's a grumpy hoe. Sample C. On the nose, I said 107 proof and 4 years old. It is 122.6 proof. Again, on the nose. It's too hard. 2 years, 8 months old. So I would get, I'd get a point for the age. Giving it to myself. Oh, you guys screwed me up. Well, I figured it out before I read it, but I said that, damn it. I said that Starlight was in Tennessee, which was incorrect. But had I kept my guess of Tennessee, I would have been correct. But instead, I changed it to Indiana because I guessed it was a Starlight product, which made me incorrect. So while being incorrect, I was correct. Luckily. But due to my unluckiness, I changed my answer, which made my incorrect guess correct. Wifey texting me pictures of Christmas cupcakes that I really want. Damn it. I got that wrong. So I don't get any points for state distillation. Secondary grain, I threw another wheat out there, and unfortunately for me, it was corn. So 0 points for that. Crap. I guessed Starlight, which will be incorrect, and it is... What's up, Spurgy? Spurgy Spurg. Spurgy Spurg, man, I love you long time. I just hit 47 V years old this week. Does that mean you're a virgin still at 47? Jake, my man, you got to get on that. 47 V years. I'm sorry, dude. I have a new goal in life to make Matt Porter laugh. More to come. Obviously, more to come. And you should have a different goal. It's way too many V years, dude. But happy birthday. Just wish maybe this is your year. Jeffrey Wax in the house. Secondary grain on 100% rice whiskey. I get these really difficult flights that are just payback for the things I do. Sample C, Roaming Man Rye, Sugarlands Distillery, Gatlinburg, Tennessee, blend of 2 25-gallon barrels aged at 3-year, 10-month, and 2-year, 8-month. 51 rye, 45 corn, 4 malted barley. $59.99, 121 proof. Yeah. So it's a barley rye. And I went the other way. No, I said wheat. For a secondary grain. There's no wheat in the mash bill, Matt. Great job. It's Roaming Man. Ding. I am doing poorly on this exam. I wish it were multiple choice. And there was only one choice. Would have done better. Let's see here. This is fun. This is fun for me. It's like you learn and you learn as you do it. And you can't be embarrassed about it because it's just a really difficult thing. It's just difficult. Thank you guys for watching. 236 people watching me fail miserably at guessing craft whiskeys. Sample D, I said rye and it was corn for the secondary grain, which is a bummer. I said Tennessee and it was Indiana. Son of a bitch. Oh, I said 105 proof and 5 years old. It was 90, but this was on the nose again. It was 90 proof. That was the one that tasted lower proof and 4 years old. So I got within 1 year. So I get 2 points for the age on the nose. Hells yeah. That's my saving grace is the age on the nose. YouTube loves a good fail. Spoiler, E is the surprise. E was my favorite. Tyleezy, what's up, Matt? I'm late to the stream tonight, but we'll watch the replay soon. Tyleezy, watch the replay. You haven't missed much. Drive right now. Where should I pick up some food? Taco Bell, Whataburger, McDonald's, anything else? I mean, if I'd get some Whataburger. I've never had Whataburger, but that sounds like something good. You should be a drug dog part-time with a nose like that. I also listen to instructions well when I'm being told to do things. I can't read stuff and do it well. But following directions that are given to me step by step, I'm all right at that. Let's see. Sample E. Sample E was my favorite. Wow. Now it smells way different. That is so weird how things just continue to change after you smell and taste other things. Sample D, I said 110 proof, 7 years old. It is 120.7 proof and 5 years old. So I get 1 point for being within 2 years. Again, good job, me. Can I guess the state of distillation? It's Tennessee again. I said Kentucky, so no points there. Malted barley is a secondary grain. I said, why did it say corn? I meant to say rye because I thought it was a bourbon, but still don't get any points because it doesn't matter. And then I guessed a barrel product, which will be incorrect because it's from Tennessee, unless it's a Tennessee distilled barrel craft spirits product. Thai food sounds really good. His foot was on the line, only counts for 2. By the way, Matt, from the bottom of my 73% blocked right ventricle, thanks for the content. Cheers. Oh, man. 27% of that son of a bitch is unblocked, though. Clear as the night air. You know? And you're welcome. Thank you for watching. Just got to do is get like one of those. Okay, never mind. I thought about, I'll pass out if I start talking about veins and stuff and ventricles. Matthew Leanhan. By the way, I was joking about the V years thing, so please forgive me. Pretty solid joke though. All right. This channel is titled ADHD, right? It is. It is what it is. If I were titled anything else, it wouldn't make sense. Oh yeah, sample D. This is my favorite one, and it is Huling Station, Old Dominic, MGP Custom Mash, Lawrenceburg, Indiana. You said Tennessee, you son of a bitch. And I said Kentucky, so still wrong. 4-year. Oh. I didn't even reveal. This is D. Wow, I am so far. I didn't even reveal D, and I went to E. So D, I guess pot distilled on D. Rye is a secondary grain. It was corn. Jeez, that's this straight wheat whiskey. This is a wheat whiskey. Damn it. 83% wheat. And so it's not going to be pot distilled if it's from MGP. I screwed that up. Very good, though. Or wait, no. I did kind of like this. This one was like the apple one, I think. Huling Station. Yeah, I got my D and E mixed up, Travis. That's my bad. All right, an E. E, which I got. E was one I guess was a barrel. Love you, Matt Porter. From John Matthew Porter. You're a John Matthew Porter? My mom was going to name me Matthew John Porter, but she didn't want the kids. No, she was going to name me John, but she didn't want the children to call me Porter John. So, joke's on you. Literally. Did anyone ever call you Porter John? But solid middle and last name, though. Kind of dig it. Cheers, Trail Nation. Trailin' Nation. All right, here we go. Definitely don't want to get the D mixed up with anything. That's right. Sample E was not from Barrel Craft Spirits. Riverset Rye Whiskey. Riverset Rye Single Barrel. Barrels and Brews. Aged in Memphis. 5-year Dickel Distilled Rye. Tullahoma, Tennessee. That was my favorite one. 95.5 Dickel Distilled Rye. $50? That's $50 for that bottle? That's a good $50 bottle. They said that rye whiskey was too harsh. They said that trying to make it smoother would only destroy its flavor. We didn't listen. Instead, we created the smoothest rye whiskey on the market, and we refused to compromise its flavor in the process. This is our rye rebellion. With Riverset, you will never have to sacrifice flavor for drinkability again. Go against the current and push the limits with us. There's always more room aboard this ship. Cheers. That's pretty badass. Yeah, that was my favorite one. Riverset Rye Whiskey. They didn't compromise, and it showed. Thank you for not compromising. Dig your style, man. Freaking dig it. Healing Station Source Whiskey. They released a bottle to mom. My youngest son is a Charlie as well. That's pretty amazing. The blind was to expand your palate through the state of Tennessee via different distilleries. The images were hints as to where they are from. I cannot thank you enough for doing this. Dude, Travis, thank you. If it were the same whiskeys that I've tasted from the same places, I don't learn much. This taught me nothing. In the most unique way. That's a joke. There are so many craft distilleries out there. It's really hard to try everything. So thank you for sending the stuff that it's like, yeah, taking a tour through Tennessee through the eyes of Travis. And by eyes, I mean bottles of whiskey that he wants to get rid of by sending to me. It's another joke. Porter John is a military thing, 22 years in the Marine Corps. Thank you for your service. And I bet you got that a lot. I only ever got... Paul Hawk says I only ever got Paul Cox, which sounds like an adult film actor stage name, so it wasn't much of an insult. Oh, geez. You have a special sample. I do. What is it? A winner is you. So it's a picture of my face. Does that mean it's something that I did? Because he said these are all hints as to where they were from. Oh, maybe this is Colorado or Michigan. It says a winner is you. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's see if I can figure it out. One of these. Here it is. Special sample at the end. That looks pretty dark. Darkest of the bunch, I would say. Riverset Rye is now Blue Note Rye. Oh yeah. I have seen Riverset Rye before. For sure. That was Riverset Rye and that smells like a chocolate orange, like a spiced apple ring. It smells like Thanksgiving. My mom used to get these spiced apple rings. They came in a jar. I can't find them in Colorado anywhere, but I need to find them online somewhere. Spiced apple rings. They're so freaking good. We used to have them for Christmas and Thanksgiving and shit. That's what this smells like. And like malty chocolate. This has got to be high malt. Probably. Down the hatch. No. Very, very chocolatey, like Baker's dark chocolate, Baker's cocoa, like a dark. Oh yeah. When I said that I was about 80% better with my stomach thing, it was partially because of acid and like reflux and stuff. That one hit me right in the reflux. Oh, I just Dan shook that thing. That's got to be 300 proof. Is that a Boulder? Is that a high malt Boulder bourbon? If I had to guess, I would say it's a Boulder bourbon cask strength. Save for end. Guessing that's what this is. I was wrong again. ASW Georgia Heartwood Single Barrel from Total Wine. ASW Distilling, Atlanta, Georgia. MGP. 51 corn, 45 wheat, 4 malted barley. So, geez, it was the wheat that threw me off, and it was not malted barley. You know what? The 4% malted barley was really strong. Finished with charred Georgia oak staves. Okay. 6 to 7 years old, 114 proof. These are all just wild. So like the chocolatiness must have come from charred Georgia oak staves. But I didn't pick up on any wheated funk. It's weird. Huh. Is ASW the same place that... No, it's not. Maybe it is. The bottle with the horns on it. The Georgia bottle that I got. I can't remember what it was called. I don't know. It was the Georgia distillery that's shut down. Is ASW still making bourbon? Still making whiskey? Well, no, it's not. It's MGP. Never mind. So sometimes I should think before I talk instead of just mumble. Spiced apple rings. I ate them by the jar. Oh, trust me. Just the blinds picture was a clue. Just the blinds picture was a clue? ASW sources and makes single malts. See? I'll keep looking, Mom. I haven't seen any. I haven't seen any at all. Just the blinds picture was a clue. What's just the blinds picture? The picture of me? Oh, just never. I get it. Only the picture on the blind samples were clues. I see. I didn't pick up on those at all. I get it. Chad is talking in riddles, and I'm talking in nonsense, so I appreciate Chad even talking at all. Apple? Pappy? No. Alrighty, that was that. Thank you, Travis. That was a fun blind flight. That was super fun. I have tomorrow's advent calendar already edited and ready for release at 11:15 a.m. And I have day 3's editing process started. So far, fun calendar. Enjoy it. It's kind of like where I really let my goofy side out and I don't give a shit. It's like, we're doing this every day. We might as well have fun. And by fun, I mean just be a goofy son of a bitch. That's what I like to do. So if it gets too stupid for you, I don't care. You watch anyway, and you watch the entire thing. I need that watch time. Damn it. Jacob Flora, glad to be here for live. Just for a moment. Happy Friday, Porsky. Thank you. You too. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Me and the wife are basically addicted to bowling now, and I'm going to do... I haven't thought this through yet. I want to do a bowling challenge with patrons or with other channels, a bowling challenge. And then I think I really want to do a meetup, like a bourbon bowling meetup at some point, somewhere. Got to find a big enough bowling alley that we can rent out. I freaking love bowling. Am I great at it? No. Getting better. But yeah, me and Carissa and I, and the kids play in leagues. So tomorrow morning, kiddos are going to be rolling friggin'. My 7-year-old bowled a 95 today, which is pretty incredible. 6-year-old, a 65, which is still pretty incredible, but they're cute to watch. But literally, I'm like, move out of the way, kids. I'm chucking this thing, and I'm getting so much rotation on that son of a bitch and hitting 7 pins every time. I want to see Bruzel bowling. Shots from the thumb hole. I am a no-thumb bowler. I don't care. Be mad at me. I'm not a two-handed bowler like some people nowadays. Bourbon bowling meetup sounds amazing. I friggin' love bowling. Are you a National Lampoon Christmas or a double? Oh, National Lampoon Christmas all the way. What's up, Mark? Patchy, thank you so much for being here. Here comes the Kingpin sticker. Oh, man. No thumb needed. I feel like I could probably get better control. More, what's the word? It's a really easy word. That's just how bad I am with words. Consistent. I could be much more consistent if I used the thumb. But every time I try to use the thumb, I'm like, no, we're not learning the correct way. We're bowling two-fingered, you know? You give a new meaning for B&B. Bourbon and bowling. Bourbon, bowling, better call Saul. Not happy that you're not getting your mail. Your birthday card is in the mail. Make sure you take her shopping so she can get something really she wants. Oh, thanks, Mom. I will when it gets here. Words are hard. That is definitely true. All right. That's going to do it for tonight. Thank you so much, Travis, for the blind samples and the game. I did poorly. I scored. How many points did I score? 1, 2, 4, 5, 10. 10 points out of a possible 9. Friggin' nailed it. Ask the kids for a bowling glove for Christmas. 30 gloves. All gloves. I need gloves for my feet. I'm so good at bowling. Pretty bad. All right, guys. Have a great night. Next Friday, I think Cameron's going to join me on the channel. Unless he like completely just changes his mind. But I imagine he'll follow through. If not, I will still be here. Watch the Advent videos. Or else. Mary's Mass Lady, which you always take your hands in class. Put your mind on going to rub your wife's feet at night. Because she deserves it. Especially when they're cute little feet. Oh, that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go just like rub some feet. In case you wanted to know. Love you guys. See you next Friday. But you'll see me every day until then. Bye.